Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts. Well, we all saw this coming. There has been talk that The Flash could be coming to an end with an abbreviated final season, and this is coming from The Hollywood Reporter. And it's actually based off of the original announcement of Jesse L. Martin, of course, Joe West, of course, Iris's father, Barry's, basically other father figure. The Flash's Jesse L. Martin, Joe, to star in NBC's The Irrational. And it says here the actor will return for a 9th season of the CW DC Comics drama, but will no longer be a series regular. That's the other big news here, too, is that, there goes ads going crazy and stuff on the Hollywood Reporter site, but the official confirmation is that he is stepping down from a series regular after season 8, which, let's be honest, he hasn't really been appearing much. He's been appearing, I think, in every single episode, or most episodes in season 8. It's been most. But he's hardly had much to do. So I'm surprised he actually signed on for season 8, but I think it's because at the time there was nothing he wanted to jump on in terms of, because he could have moved over. His contract was up after season 7. But he's returning for season 9, but he's not going to be appearing all the time. Now, this thing keeps popping in and out of ads and crap. But so here's the thing that I pulled up on Twitter over here, right? I just got a message pop up. While no formal announcement has been made, sources say there has been talk of the series coming to a conclusion with an abbreviated final season. And that's what this tweet here is all about. There has been talk. Now, my assumption is this is talking about season 9. Season 9 has been confirmed back in, I believe it was March, when they announced, along with other shows being renewed, The Flash getting a season 9. I think they're talking about season 9 being the final season, unless the talks have been, we're going to do season 9 shortened in terms of how they've been shortening the last number of seasons of The Flash, and season 10 will be like what Arrow did for season 8, where they had 10 episodes, technically 9, because one was Green Arrow and the Canaries, a backdoor pilot, or backdoor pilot, and you get my point, and that, whatever. That went nowhere, unfortunately. But I'm assuming this is talking about season 9 being the final season. That's my assumption. I don't know. But there's going to be a lot of people that are going to say, great, because this cast has been here for so long, the show's been here for so long, it's probably time to move on. And that's completely fine. For me, as someone who has loved the show and has really had, love and issues with the show, I understand that it has to come to an end. The show cannot last forever. And I even said that. I said that realistically, when people would ask me over the years, how long can The Flash go? And I've been asked since season 5 of The Flash, season 6, doing live streams and commenting on reaction videos to the episodes. I've realistically said about 8 to 10, roughly. I've said 10 at the most. I've never said 12 or 13, because realistically, The Flash has proven that they have told a lot of their good stories already. They're still telling pretty solid stories here and there. And of course, like I said, Armageddon, the beginning of season 8, which is that kind of crossover event, I felt that was really damn good. And that showed the potential of, okay, this show still has more to say. And there's been other instances where I'm like, maybe it is time to wrap it up. But then they do something that surprises me. And there's stuff coming in the back half of season 8 that we know about, and it gets me excited that maybe the show has still more to do in terms of stuff that's actually worth, it being on as long as has been. Because at a certain point, if you're telling story after story after story that isn't really connecting with a lot of people that used to love your show, that's an issue. But for me, as someone who's been supporting the show for a long ass time, I still continue to watch the show and continue to support the show, but I do openly critique my issues. But this is this has been coming for a bit, and I'm curious to see what more information is going to come out. Of course, Hollywood Reporter is very reputable, so my assumption is they did not throw this in just because we heard a rumor. They probably threw this in because they have heard legitimate, there has been legitimate discussions on when to end the show, because eventually these actors are going to be so done, and maybe they're starting to feel done already because the show's been going. Because of course, the beginning of the show, they had 22, 23 episodes per season. That is so much time filming that at some point they're like, guys, we got it. Of course, they're shortening them now, but you get my point. I mean, they even said for Grant's season 9, Grant Gustin, Barry, The Flash, when he signed on for season 9, the contract, he's only going to be appearing in 15 episodes. He's only contracted to be in 15. So if they shoot more than 15, he's not going to appear in those other episodes. He's only going to be appearing in 15, so they have to use him wisely if they do a 17, 18 episode season, which, you know, normally each season they have a couple episodes where some of the leads don't appear, and that's fine. But he wanted to make it very clear, I do not want to shoot more than 15 episodes. So this is interesting. Like I said in my tweet, we all saw this coming. It's bound to happen at some point. And maybe we'll hear official confirmation at some point. We'll hear official confirmation soon that if season 9 is indeed the final season, we'll hear about it, and there'll be a lot of discussion about it. But until then, as of right now, Jesse L. Martin is signing on to another show, and it seems like, you know, they're gonna have to explain what happens to Joe in terms of him only appearing a little bit. My guess is he's gonna be moving away, because there's been a lot of people theorizing and stuff about what's going to happen if certain actors decide to part that have been a part of the show since the beginning. A lot of discussion about if Caitlin decides to leave Daniel Panabaker, if that implies that we're going to be having her and Frost go somewhere, or if Joe and Cecile, if Joe decides to leave, are they going to have to exit Joe in a way to where he moves away or something? I don't know, but and the biggest thing too, like, if Candace, Pat, and Iris West leaves, how are they going to explain that? I mean, they had to explain that with Arrow season 8, where Felicity left, but I mean, I don't know. I have to figure that out. But anyways, that's the video, guys. What do you think of this information? I'm happy for Jesse. At the end of the day, I'm going to hate the fact that we're losing Joe from The Flash in terms of being a series regular, but at least he's returning in some aspect for season 9. But I'm happy for him that he has a new gig, and he's going to be a lead, so that's exciting for him. And it's going to be, for me, a sad day when this show actually officially comes to an end, and it looks like it's going to be coming soon. So for me, I'm going to be appreciating as much as I can with the show, but still critiquing when I need to. Just make it very clear. But anyways, that's the video. Whatever thoughts you have, guys, about this, let me know in the comments below. I'm curious to know your thoughts about this information. We have a new Flash tonight, so hopefully it'll be a good episode. Hopefully, it seems like based off the ending there for last week's episode, the ending pretty much implied this might be a pretty solid episode this week. I'm hoping so. Anyways, that's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out.